Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 12th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle coming out for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. So, Taurus, we have a consciousness of lack and the healing light. There's an issue here, a small one. You may feel unprotected or kind of like out here in the world in a sense. And they're showing that everything is coming together for you. You don't have to actually do anything. So, you would be accurate in feeling like, I feel like I'm lacking knowledge in a certain direction, or I may feel like I'm lacking funds, or I'm lacking a resource, or the feeling necessary. You know how like you could be connected to something, and it's like I don't know why I just can't get excited about it. There's something missing in whatever aspect of something. You may not even be that interested in healing yourself in a sense, right? Because I'm seeing a sadness and a feeling like you got set back in life. Some of you may feel like that, like something happened or something happened during childhood that perhaps you're saying, you know what, I can't even revisit that memory. I'm not even trying to. But for some reason, it's still pulling. Spirit wants you to know that the reason why, if say something happened while you were young, and I can attest to this because something similar kind of happened. Well, I mean, it's not really saying what it is, right? It's like something that's deceptive or something that like you feel betrayed or you felt betrayed, stemming from childhood. The Page of Swords here twice, Six of Cups, Hanged Man, with the consciousness of lack. Simply put, this is something that you may have put in the back of your mind. You said, you know what, whatever this was, whatever happened, it could have been something as simple as being betrayed by someone. Maybe your friend lied on you and it hurt. Like, of course, like everyone deals with things differently. Like what one person would be like broken and devastated over, another person would just skip over it like it was nothing, like it was a stick in the street, and that's okay, right? But they're showing that at some point in your life you may have felt unprotected because why did that happen to me? And of course, I think I've told you guys this about this meme that I saw once, and it was of some there's a person crouched down, and there's the figure, the symbol of Jesus that we all know, standing in front of this person. It may have been a child, I don't know, and it had his hands spread out and his robe was outspread, and they were like, I don't know if it's stones or paper, but this was like a caricature of it, like a picture, like a someone cartoon drew this out. And so like a bunch of stones are coming and he's blocking them all. I mean, at least 100. One hit the kid, the person crouched down, and he was like, see, I knew nobody would protect me. And it's like, because this person's not looking up, they don't see the divine protection that they had, that they could have been pummeled, taken out by all that was thrown at them, but only one hit, one went through the robe somewhere, you know um or got past the rope. Someone had aim, you know what I'm saying? But this is kind of reminding me of that. Like there's a certain portion of this that says I can't possibly be protected because I was hit with something that I try to ignore. A lot of this is saying that maybe it's coming up now, that maybe you were able to ignore it for a while, now you can't ignore it. And because you see, it's important for you to see it now because you have a new perspective or a different perspective than you did when it happened. So if something is coming up, bubbling up, a memory that may have you feeling like still hurt and feeling like I'm right to feel this way, uh, uh, you know. And I can relate to this because oftentimes I'm not seeing the nine. Let me see. I don't see the Nine of Wands here. No. And that would say, that sometimes I know when I was very young, something happened to me and I had PTSD from this thing, right? And I couldn't take it. So I think I was about 5. I told myself it didn't happen. I was like, it didn't happen. It didn't happen to me, not me. And I forgot about it. I was like, I disassociated and it was like, it's not me. It didn't happen. So at 5, I was able to do that. And it didn't happen. So I kind of out of sight, out of mind until later on down the line. I got older. I was a teenager and it came back up, and it all hit me like it hit me at 5. And I was like, wow. I worked through it, but I was older and had a different perspective on life, and I was able to work through it. But I think if I would have just stayed in it at that age, I would have been messed up. And I feel like that was divine protection for me. And I want to say the same thing. Like, I don't look at it and go, oh, what was me? I look at it like, wow, that was evidence to me that spirit exists. And every step of my life, I'm looking at that like I always had divine protection and I just never knew it. And so this is that vibe. You know, when you're young, you don't know. You're just sitting there going, I don't know why, blaming yourself in some regard about, whatever someone said or whatever someone did or whatever. And so this does scream out to me that there may be something from the past. It may not be childhood, but it's sometime way back when. And now that you're older, you're able to deal with something. So if there is something there, they're saying that when you were younger, you had a misconception, misunderstanding of this, of the implications of whatever was going on. Now you are able to face it and go through the stages of grief and find peace. So there's something here about that everything is working together for your benefit and for your good. You are highly protected, no kidding. Decrease is the King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. And so there's a decrease in you taking something in from an egotistical standpoint. By ego, I mean there's your inner, well, your higher self, right? Your inner child. And that's like your truest form when you're incarnating in this meat suit we call a body. um, but then you have your ego, which is the part of you that's protecting. It's your protector, right? Your protector is hearing things and off the top hearing slights, hearing, you know what I mean? Hearing conflict, detecting problems. And so what's decreasing is that you're not allowing that to invade, interfere, or stand in the forefront. This is telling me healing, strong healing energy. You've learned so much, and you understand now that you understand a different perspective. You understand how to attain true peace, not the fake peace where it's like you're protective and you got all these walls up, right? The true peace is like I forgive those who, for they know not what they do, or um, you accept things as they are and understand that some things just don't resonate with you, and you're not allowing yourself to turn inward and say, what about me, would cause, so this, maybe there's a conflict within me that's the problem. And of course it's very mature to do self introspection, but also to understand that we're not brought here to be victims of anything. We're brought here to be students, and to learn and to grow. And I see a decrease in you saying I'm a victim versus I'm a student and I'm learning, right? I'm learning as I go and I'm following spirit. So Page of Cups and Judgment with loss. And so something comes in here and it seems like you don't want to escape as much. So there, this is something that comes in, right? I throw this out here because this is an event or something that has happened. This could be the very event that maybe you just wanted to escape from. And they're showing that you no longer, you lost the urge or the drive or the desire to escape. You're willing to face things head on, taking baby steps through the process. If you're not already there, then you will be, right? And if not, Spirit is saying you're in the process of this. You may already start to feel as though you're healing from something that for a long time you couldn't. You had to turn away from it and act like it didn't exist or didn't happen. And now you're able to look at it and say, I see you. And I understand, I want to understand why you're here. I want to understand what you came here for. I see you. And some of you are past that. Like, I understand why you're here, but it's time for you to go. It's cool. I get it. I understand, but there's nothing more to discuss. Drop that baggage, kind of vibe. So they're throwing that here, and they're saying that you are going to heal from something. Something is, it's mostly because I strongly feel that you may feel the protection of spirit. You may feel like everything is coming together. Maybe there was a missing component to the way that you perceived something in the past. And now you're looking at it going, I see. Well, that was to develop another side of me. Maybe I didn't understand XYZ. Once again, it's like I have everything except for the finances, or I've got everything except for the knowledge, or I had everything except for the attachment, the emotional attachment to something. And it was like this was designed to help you develop that. So whatever was missing in the moment, if that makes any sense. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces main sign. Otherwise, all of the signs are here. All right. So you could be either cusp. Or if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.